Namaste. Welcome to the Hanuman Chalisa session number 17 live class. I hope I'm audible and we will start with Om 3 times. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् 𝗟𝗵𝗂𝗺 धृतदिव्यशीलं ब्रह्माद्वयं व्यापकमव्ययं च राजाधिराजं विशदं विराजं सीताभिरामं प्रणमामि रामं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. Now we will chant the Hanuman Chalisa, whatever we've learned so far. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nij Man Mukur Sudhari वरणौ रघुवर विमल यश जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर. रामदूत तुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा. महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी. कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा. हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे. शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन. विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर. प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया. सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा. भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे. लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए. रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई. सहस वदन तुम्हारो यश गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै. सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अहीशा. यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहांते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहांते. उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा. तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना. युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु. प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आपै, तीनों लोक हाँकते कापै। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै, महावीर जब नाम सुनावै। नाशै रोग हरै सब पीड़ा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावै, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै। चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै। Now we have done till I think tumhare bhajan. Did we see the meaning? In the last session we haven't seen the meaning of tumhare bhajan Ram ko paave, I think. So we will just repeat that and then move on. I think I have taught this. तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै। One second. हाँ, so this is where we are. तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै. By worshipping you, we reach or we obtain Rama. तुम्हारे भजन, by singing your praises, glories. Bhaj sevayam is the Sanskrit dhatu, which not only means singing the glories but also worshipping. So by worshipping you we obtain Rama. Tumhare bhajan Ram ko pavai. By this we obtain Rama. Janma janma ke dukha bisravai. All the accumulated sorrows of the previous janmas, of the many janmas that each living being has gone through, gets destroyed simply by taking Lord Hanuman's name. Okay, so this is the meaning of the particular verse. Then next we come to, sorry, please. So bhaja sevaya, basically Hanuman's bhakti, the bhakti for Hanuman, gives us two benefits. One is jnana and the second is vairagya. Through jnana and vairagya, our bhakti becomes refined. The commentator Swami Ramabhadracharya says that to attain Rama, bhakti has to be tempered with jnana and vairagya. These are the two eyes. Okay, the two eyes of jnana and vairagya have to be tempered, and then to bhakti for us to attain Rama. So by through many births we have accumulated many kleshas. We have seen about kleshas in the very first shloka. Many kleshas, many sorrows, many problems. Those problems will be removed through bhakti to Hanuman, which gives us jnana and vairagya. That helps us attain Rama. Okay, so now we go to the next verse. I hope the window is refreshing correctly. अंतकाल रघुपति पुर जावै. Second. Just check the jai. Sorry. अंतकाल रघुपति पुर जाई. अंतकाल रघुपति पुर जाई. जहाँ जन्मी हरि भक्त कहाई. जहाँ जन्मी हरि भक्त कहाई. अंतकाल रघुपति पुर जाई. जहाँ जन्मी हरि भक्त कहाई. Once more. अंतकाल रघुपति पुर जाई. जहाँ जन्मी हरि भक्त कहाई. Antakala, at the time of death. Raghupati Pura, the loka of Rama, has a special name, Saketa Loka. To that loka, Jai, we will go on reaching. So on reaching this Saketa Loka, what happens? So we will attain Rama through bhakti, which is tempered with jnana and vairagya. And when we are ready to give up this body, when this body falls, we will reach Saketa Loka. Okay, from there we may or may not have further births. Jahan Janmi Hari Bhakt Kahai, we may or may not have future births. In those future births, if we have them also, we will be known as Hari Bhaktas. Hari Bhakta Kahai. We will be known as Hari Bhaktas. The word Hari has many meanings in Sanskrit language. Okay, it even means the word lion. Now, one meaning of the word Hari is Lord Vishnu, therefore Lord Rama. Another meaning of the word Hari is Hanuman, because monkey also is known as Hari. Okay, so we may be known as Hanuman Bhakta or Rama Bhakta. Both in essence, both are the same. So wherever one is born, after attaining Rama, wherever one is born, one will always be known as a Rama Bhakta. So this is a shloka, this particular verse gives us a lot of reassurance. We do a lot of bhakti, right? We do a lot of good things, lot of bhakti, lot of worship throughout this janma. We always have this doubt. All that Sahasranamam which I have learnt, all the shlokas that I am telling, what will happen to all of this after I die? Will I forget everything in the next janma? This verse tells us no. Wherever you are born, after attaining Rama, you will always be a Rama Bhakta. So you will never lose the bhakti for Rama. How do things get transmitted from one janma to another? Through?
Vasanas.
Very good. Through vasanas. What are vasanas? Vasanas basically are impressions. Impressions that are carried over from one birth to another. Okay. So if we always do something, for example, if we always chant Bhagavad Gita, that will stay with us. Whether or not.
For example, we can take the story of 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡.
Huh. Very good. There what happens?
The king.
Tell loudly.
The king was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, and later on, when he was cursed to take the birth of an elephant, he was able to remember Lord Vishnu, and therefore he got moksha.
Correct. When he was in the clutches of the crocodile, named who was a Gandharva Hu, he was able to remember the bhakti for Lord Vishnu at the right time, and that saved him. So in the same way, we find Bhagavan will never forsake us, and bhakti will never leave us. Bhakti is personified as a lady in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The first part in the Bhagavata Mahatmyam itself, bhakti is personified as a lady. Where does bhakti dwell? Where the Lord's name is, bhakti dwells. Okay, so where we take the Lord's name, bhakti will be there, and bhakti will stay with us irrespective of whether we have this body or not. So jahan janmi, jahan api janmi, wherever that person is born, he will be known as a Hari Bhakta only. So there is no way. You might also ask the question, after attaining Rama, why should we take birth again? What will be the answer to that question? Why will we take birth again?
So that we might be able to pass on this knowledge.
Very good. So that we may be able to pass on the knowledge that we have. so that we can teach, so that we can share what we know with others also. That is the whole tradition of gurus. Many of our realized gurus need not have taken janmas and need not be living among us. The reason they dwell among us is to impart the sacred knowledge of Bhagavan to us, so that we also get emancipated like them. So in the same way, Rama Bhakti is something that will never forsake us, whatever be the purpose for which we come down onto the earth again. Okay, so now we go to the next shloka. I hope the meaning is clear. Antakala, at the time of death, 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡, one reaches Saketaloka. On reaching it, Jahan Janmi, wherever one is born again, 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡, one will be known as a 𝗟𝗘𝗂𝗏. 𝗟𝗘𝗂𝗏 could be taken as Rama Bhakta or as Hanuman Bhakta. Okay, so the next shloka, next verse, we will learn from Chalisa. और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई. Together. और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई. Once more. और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई. और देवता चित्तन धरई. और देवता means other gods, other devatas, other gods. Chitta na dharai. Chitta here refers to memory. Na dharai is not held, need not be held. Hanumat sei. Sei refers to seva karna, to worship, to pray to. By praying to Hanuman only, Hanumat sei, by praying to Lord Hanuman only, sarva sukha karai, all the pleasures, all the happiness is attained. Here the sukha refers to the four purusharthas. What are the four purusharthas? Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. All the four purusharthas are attained by serving Hanuman only. There is no need for us to go to all the different gods for all the different things. He is Vidyavana, Guni, Ati Chatur. Okay, he is always involved in Rama's work. Rama Kaj Kari, Veko Atura. More than this, we don't need a greater ideal. We can worship Hanuman only to attain all the happiness, all the Purusharthas. So that is the meaning of this verse.
First line I read.
Or Devata Chittanadari. There is no need to hold other Devatas in our mind. We worship Hanuman, and that is enough for us to attain all our Purusharthas. Okay, so this is a standard way of expression. In all stutis, we find that the Devata of the stuti is considered to be the greatest. The purpose of this is not to put down the other Devatas and say others are bad, only Hanuman is good, or others are not as powerful, only Hanuman is good. Okay, the purpose is actually not that. The purpose is also not to add any confusion or any fuel to the fodder, where there is any fight between two mathas. The objective is not to fuel the fight. The objective of making this statement actually, by almost every Kavi who writes a stotram, that Devata is considered to be the best, and the others are said to be, oh, you don't have to worship the others, just worship Hanuman, just worship Lakshmi Devi, just worship Lalita Devi, just worship whoever is the god of that Subramanya, whoever is the god of that stotra. You don't need to worship others. You will find Kavi saying this often. Kavi does not just mean poet, Kavi means Jnani. So there is actually a reason why the Kavi says it. Do you know the reason? No? At the end of the day, what are all these gods and goddesses? They are all one and the same. They are all one and the same. There is no difference. These are just Nama and Rupa. Okay, of the same Parabrahma Swarupam. That same Parabrahma Swarupam, okay, manifests as Rama and as Hanuman. So in essence, there is no difference. That is the reason why they say, do not get confused. Do not lose your focus. Focus on one form and name that appeals to you, and focus your devotion on that name and form. That is actually a very easy and helpful advice for all of us. We may also choose to do this. On Narasimha Jayanti, I will worship Lord Narasimha. Okay. On Krishna Jayanti, I will worship Lord Krishna. Okay. On Shivaratri, I will worship Lord Shiva. All I will do to the best of my ability. You are welcome to do so. Even that is good only. Nothing wrong with that also. But for many people, it is easy to take avalambana or grasp of one form and name that appeals to them and to hold it dear. Always with them. So if you are in some distress, you have to tell only one name. No, you can't recite the entire Sahasranamam when you are in some distress. If you want to call Lord Vishnu at the time of distress, you may have a favorite name from Sahasranamam. You may just say Achyuta, save me. Keshava, save me. You will not have time to say Vishwam Vishnu 𝗟𝗃𝗺.
No, but you say Shri Rama Rama Rameti. We don't have time for that. No?
Yeah, so you can say Shri Rama. There also, what is a Nama? Rama is a Nama. So you will take one name. Whatever name comes to you first, okay? So that name, you just take that name and hold fast to it. That name which will always save you and never forsake. That name you take. So the purpose of saying worship Hanuman, there is no need to worship the other devatas. It's not to put down the worship of other devatas, but to simply reinforce the fact that all gods are one and the same. The same Parabrahma Swarupam takes multiple manifestations and holds multiple names and forms. You choose the name and form that appeals to you. Okay, since here we are chanting Hanuman Chalisa, Hanuman is the name and form that appeals, and therefore we will take that name and form. Okay, so now we go to the next verse. 1 second. If there are any questions, do happily ask. Shriya, do you have any questions? Nope. So the explanation is clear. From this verse onwards, 36 onwards, the Phalashruti begins. This is the formal Phalashruti. Till now we have seen different benefits embedded in the different shlokas specifically also. Here Tulsidas specifically points out the benefits of chanting Hanuman Chalisa. संकट हरै मिटै सब पीरा,
संकट हरै मिटै सब पीरा,
जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलवीरा,
जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलवीरा,
संकट हरै मिटै सब पीरा,
संकट हरै मिटै सब पीड़ा,
जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलवीरा,
जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलवीरा.
Together. संकट हरै मिटै सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलवीरा. Once more. संकट हरै मिटै सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलवीरा. संकट हरै. Sankat Harai. All the difficulties and problems will be removed. Mitai sab pira. All the sufferings will be removed. So, mitai will be eliminated completely. Sankat Harai. Any problem will be removed. Here mitai means completely eliminated. So, Sankat Harai mitai sab pira. So, what is the difference between Sankata and Pida? Do you know? Why do we say both Sankata and Pida? Sankat is also a kind of problem only. Pida is also a kind of problem only. So what is the difference?
I
don't know? Okay. Sankata refers to any kind of difficulty. Pida refers to any kind of suffering. So that is a subtle difference in Sanskrit. If you were to see the meaning in a dictionary and say what is the difference Sankat and Pida, in Hindi, if you would say the difference, Sankat just simply means any kind of difficulty. Pida refers to any kind of suffering. So any kind of difficulty or suffering will be eliminated if one, Jo Sumirai, for one who remembers. Hanumat Balavira. the powerful Lord Hanuman. So for one who remembers the powerful Lord Hanuman, all the difficulties and sufferings will be removed. So for one who remembers the powerful, brave Hanuman, 𝗟𝗪𝗂𝗺 Hanuman, all the troubles and sufferings will be removed. Okay. So the difficulties and sufferings arise due to the 5 kleshas. I had mentioned the 5 kleshas at the beginning of the teaching the Hanuman Chalisa also. I will repeat it for everyone's recollection. The first one is avidya. Avidya refers to ignorance. Second is asmita. Asmita refers to not just the feeling of aham bhava, I am, but I am great, the ego, which is personal ego, I am so great, that kind of ego. Raga, which refers to desire. Dvesha, which refers to dislike. And abhinivesha, which refers to fear of death. So these are the 5 kleshas. Klesha is a natural precondition of human birth. When we are born in this world, we are born with these 5 kleshas. Okay, these kleshas cause pida and sankata. These can be eliminated by remembering Lord Hanuman. Okay, so that is why we say sankat katai mitai sab pida jo sumare hanumat balabira. Next we come to the next verse, 37th verse. Jai Jai Jai
Jai Jai Jai
Hanuman Gosai.
Hanuman Gosai.
Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai.
Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai.
Kripa karahu,
Kripa karahu,
Gurudev ki nai.
Gurudev ki nai.
Kripa karahu,
Kripa karahu,
Gurudev ki nai.
Gurudev ki nai.
Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai.
Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai.
Kripa karahu Gurudev ki nai. Kripa karahu Gurudev ki nai. Once more. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai. Kripa karahu Gurudev ki nai. In this verse, Tulsidas offers Jaykara. Jai Jai Jai. May you be victorious. May you be victorious. May you be victorious. He says thrice. Jai Jai Jai. Hanuman Gosai. Hanuman, you know. Gosai. What does Gosai mean? Gosai refers to Gocharaha. Gocharaha are the Indriyas. So, the Indriyas go, okay.
That which moves. Outward from moving.
Outward moving. Exactly. That which moves. Very nice, Shriya. That comes from the Gam Dhatu. Okay. Which essentially means to move. That which moves are the Indriyas. Why? The eyes see something very beautiful. They automatically move towards it. The tongue sees something very tasty. The tongue, or rather, the seeing the approach of something tasty, the tongue moves towards that tasty thing, and immediately the hands facilitate the tongue eating the tasty thing. So this way, every single indriya migrates towards the object. Okay, so it is called, therefore, that which moves. So Gosai refers to one who is a master of the indriyas. The most important one here, not only the jnanendriyas, but also the important karmendriya of speech. Okay, so he is a master of speech and the other senses. Kripa karahu. So Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai. Victory be to Hanuman, the master of the indriyas. And speech here importantly. Kripa karahu. Kripa karahu. Please be compassionate. Gurudev ki nai. Nai here refers to like the. Gurudev ki nai, like the Guru that you are. So here Tulsidas accepts and reiterates that Hanuman is the Guru who leads us to Rama. So please be compassionate to me, O Hanuman, like the Guru. So the complete meaning is, victory be to Hanuman, the master of the Indriyas. Please be compassionate like the Guru that you are. Okay, so here, why victory be 3 times? Why not just once? And again, this is one thing I have reiterated before also. I will repeat it for the sake of consistency. There is no need for Tulsidas to offer Jaykara to Hanuman. Hanuman is always victorious. So why is he saying victory be to, victory be to, victory be to Hanuman? As if Hanuman needs his encomium to be victorious. Surely he does not. Hanuman is victorious. For us for what?
So that we are victorious over our fears and other such
Correct.
things.
Like all of the qualities of Hanuman which enable him to be victorious, those qualities may they manifest in us for us to be victorious over our kleshas, over our sankatas, over our pidas. By taking Lord Hanuman's name and saying victory to him, may those Kalyana Gunas help us overcome our problems. So the victory is actually here ultimately for us, not for the ever victorious Lord Hanuman. Okay, so may we be victorious over our inner enemies. May we be victorious over our problems by the manifestation of the good qualities within us which Hanuman possesses. May he grant us with that. So may he be victorious. 3 times it is said, because why 3 times? In the beginning also, the Hanuman Chalisa itself starts with Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar. There also the word is Jai. Ending also, Tulsidas uses the word Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai. Thus reiterating that the entire Chalisa is about victory. It is a quest for internal victory over our inner enemies. It is a quest for victory over our problems by praying to Lord Hanuman. Okay, so the word Jaya is used 3 times. You know why? No. There are 3 kinds of tapas.
Adidevika, Adibhautika, Adhyatmika.
To win over the 3 kinds of tapas or sufferings. Adhyatmika, the ones that are caused due to one's own karma. Adibhautika, the problems that are caused due to other living beings. And Adi Daivika, acts of God. So all these 3 kinds of problems we should be victorious over. So Jai 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 3 times. Okay. So Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, the one who is the master of the Indriyas. Only the master of the Indriyas can help us control our Indriyas. Our Indriyas are the ones that lead us to all our problems. So by praying to Lord Hanuman as the master of the Indriyas, we are praying that we should be victorious over our Indriyas. Okay. So, Kripa Karahu Gurudev Kinai. Specifically here, like the Guru, why is Tulsidas exhorting Hanuman to be compassionate? Is being commented on by the commentators, Swami Ramabhadracharya, who says that even the Lord may not show compassion to bad people. For example, Ravana was bad. So, what did Rama do? Kill him. But will a Guru ever be harsh to his disciple? Durvasa was not the Guru. So a Guru will always be compassionate. When the student surrenders to the Guru will always be compassionate. So like the compassionate Guru that you are, please shower your compassion on me, says Tulsidas to Hanuman.
Just one question.
Ask.
Doesn't Indra also get into trouble with Brihaspati?
But those are punishments. This is like, as a rule, when you see, when the Sishya is sincere and surrenders at the feet of the Guru will never forsake. Okay. It is like a mother forsaking her child. That kind of a relationship between Guru and Sishya. Just like a mother cannot forsake her child, a Guru can never stop showing compassion to his Sishya. So next, okay, so we have seen the meaning of this verse. So victory be to Hanuman, the master of the Indriyas. Please shower your compassion on me, like the Guru that you are, says Swami Tulsidas. So we go to the next verse. This is these are the verses which tell us the benefit of a specific kind of chanting. If we chant the Hanuman Chalisa, what happens? This is not just a phalashruti, but this is how to attain this particular phala is also mentioned here. 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗏𝗧
𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗏𝗧
पाठ कर जोई.
पाठ कर जोई.
There's a Path Veda also. There are many pathas which say Jo Shatvar Path Kar Koi also. यह शतवार पाठ कर जोई.
यह शतवार पाठ कर जोई.
छूट ही बंदी.
छूट ही बंदी.
महासुख होई.
महासुख होई.
छूट ही बंदी.
छूट ही बंदी.
महासुख होई.
महासुख होई.
यह शतवार पाठ कर को जोई.
यह शतवार पाठ कर जोई.
छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई.
छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई.
टुगेदर. यह शतवार पाठ कर जोई. छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई. Once more. यह शतवार पाठ कर जोई. छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई. Meaning, यह शतवार, one who 100 times, पाठ कर जोई, who chants this 100 times, one who chants this 100 times. छूट ही बंदी, freed from bondage, freed from the bondage of samsara. Mahasukha, great happiness, hoi, he gets. So one who chants this 100 times gets great happiness, being freed from the bondage of samsara. So this Shatavara 100 times, it is mentioned as an indicative number. Swami Ramabhadracharya gives us an exact number. He says 108 times, because Shata is said to mean 108 as per the commentator, for 108 days. So every day 108 times for 108 days. So 108 into 108 times. That is the total number. Okay, so this is like, I'm sure you've heard the story when Saint 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡 was a small boy. He was initiated into the Rama mantra by his father, who was a great devotee of Lord Rama. Okay, so his father told, if you attain mantra siddhi by chanting this some X crore times, okay, I forget exactly how many crores, so many crores, if you chant this mantra so many crore times, you will definitely get to see Lord Rama. 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡 was very happy. He started chanting. Then his brother asked him, hey, you're chanting like this, but you're not counting how many times. How will you know when you reach that X crores, when Rama will manifest himself before you, and when you will attain Rama? How will you know when that happens?
He said that Rama himself is keeping the count. I don't need to worry about that.
Exactly. Rama himself will keep the count. I don't have to worry about it. We have to do our job. Okay, just chanting, just praying with bhakti. So 108 times, 108 days. So whether or not we are able to sit every day and chant 108 times for 108 days, if we simply listen to the Hanuman Chalisa, if we simply chant the Hanuman Chalisa as much as this body will allow, if we do it, how does it matter whether we have done 108 into 108 or not? It is Lord Rama's job to keep count, Lord Hanuman's job to keep count. We will leave it to them and just chant. So one who chants so many times, he will be freed from the bondage of samsara. And the important thing here is, Yah Shatvar Path Kar Joi. Joi, anyone who. So your caste, creed, gender, Nothing matters. If you are able to pray to Hanuman, you will get this benefit. It doesn't matter who does it. So there is nothing like only this particular person who's initiated into this mantra or who knows this or who follows a specific puja vidhana will be able to attain Rama. Not at all like that. Anybody can take Hanuman Chalisa, and Tulsidas Swamiji in his great mercy has written it in a very easy language where everyone can chant it. Avadhi, when it's become such a, Hanuman Chalisa has become such a part of our daily chanting routine that it doesn't even register as being very difficult to chant. So it is one of the easy languages to chant it. Plus it is so meaningful and so powerful that just chanting for chanting's sake itself is beautiful, and that itself is the greatest happiness. So Maha Sukha we experience here and now. We don't have to wait for 108 into 108 times chanting to experience Maha Sukha. We experience Maha Sukha by chanting it even once. By teaching it even to one person, I will experience the greatest joy as I would to a whole class of people, because Hanuman Chalisa by itself is the embodiment of the greatest happiness. Okay, so once more understanding this meaning, let us chant this particular verse together. यह शतवार पाठ कर जोई, छूटहि बंदी महा सुख होई. Okay, so with that faith in Lord Hanuman that he will lead us to Rama, let's move to the next verse. We are coming very close to the end of the Chalisa. We will finish it today. Now we come to verse 39, which also talks about, which continues in the previous theme. Jo yah padhai.
जो यह पढ़े.
One second, let it refresh. जो यह पढ़े.
जो यह पढ़े.
हनुमान चालीसा.
हनुमान चालीसा.
जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा.
जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा.
होय सिद्धि.
होय सिद्धि.
साखी गौरी सा.
साखी गौरी सा.
होय सिद्धि.
होय सिद्धि.
साखी गौरी सा.
साखी गौरी सा.
जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा.
जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा.
होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा.
होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा.
Okay, once more together. जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा. होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा. Once more. जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा. होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा. जो यह, one, whoever. Okay, यह, this, padhe, recites. Hanuman Chalisa, this Hanuman Chalisa, whoever recites. Hoy Siddhi, all the accomplishments will accrue to such a person. Sakhi, the witness for this is Gauri Sa, the Lord of Gauri. Who is that? Shiva. So, whoever chants the Hanuman Chalisa will attain all the accomplishments. The witness for this is Lord Shiva. Okay.
How can Lord Hanuman witness himself?
Correct. Lord Hanuman witness himself. Very good. Why is Lord Shiva the witness? Because Hanuman is the Amsa of Lord Shiva. So, that is why. And Shiva's promise will never fail. Okay. So, this Hanuman Chalisa, by chanting the Hanuman Chalisa, one attains all the siddhis. That is a takeaway from this particular verse. So anyone who chants the Hanuman Chalisa will attain all the siddhis. Siddhis does not necessarily mean only anima, mahima, lagima, garima, prapti, prakami, vishetam, vashitvam. But siddhis also mean getting 100 marks in maths exam. Okay, being very popular in your class. all the good things that happened to you, all the good things, all the accomplishments, being the best violin player in the whole wide world. So whatever be the siddhi that you aspire for, you will attain. The witness for this is Lord Shiva, 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡. Okay.
But is it he handing out that success?
Yes, he
How
is
can
only.
he
So he is the
do
one.
both?
It is like the promissory note. If you see the rupee note, it will have "I promise to pay," signed by the President of India. Same way, this is like a promissory note issued by Swami Tulsidas. I hereby promise that the chanter of Hanuman Chalisa will attain all accomplishments. This promise is backed by the person behind this promise. The one who is the guarantor for that promise is Lord Shiva. Okay, so this way there is a promissory note which is being issued by Tulsidas with the guarantor as none less than Lord Shiva himself. Okay, so basically from this verse, what do we understand? What we understand is, if we chant the Hanuman Chalisa with Shraddha and Bhakti, whatever we desire will be obtained by us. Okay, so there is no need for us to fear, will we succeed or not? Success is guaranteed. Okay, so then guaranteed by Lord Shiva himself. Okay, so now we move on to the next verse. This is the concluding verse before the last doha. The concluding verse mentions Swami Tulsidas by name. Tulsidas
Tulsidas
sada hari chera.
Sada Hari Chera.
Tulsidas
Tulsidas
sada hari chera.
Sada Hari Chera.
Together. Sorry. Kijay Nath
Ki Jainath
Hridaya Mahadera.
Hridaya Mahadera.
Kijay Nath
Ki Jainath
Hridaya Mahadera.
Hridaya Mahadera.
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा कीजय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा. Once more. तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा कीजय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा.
Tulsidas wrote this line.
Yes, he wrote this line. Shreya has a very interesting question. Are you sure Tulsidas wrote this line? Yes, he wrote this line. This is a common device used in poetry. It's called mudrika. In vernacular, it is called chapa, the seal of the author. So, for example, you will find in Muthuswami Dikshitar Kritis, Guru Guha is the author's signature. So we find like this the authors laying claim to their works by using their names or some signature. So this is called the mudrika. Tulsidas sada hari chera. Here Tulsidas, when the name is mentioned, we should understand as Tulsidas says. Okay, it is not Tulsidas is always your disciple or devotee. No, that's not the meaning. Tulsidas says that he. So he is here referring to himself in the first person. Tulsidas, so the meaning, how we interpret this is, Tulsidas, the word is mentioned, we understand it as Tulsidas says that I. Okay, Sada, I am always. Hari Chera, the servant of Rama. Okay, so Tulsidas says, I am always a servant of Lord Rama. Kijay Nath, Kijay Nath, Hridaya Mahadera. So, Kijay, please make. Kijay, karo. Kijay, please make. Nath, O master. Who is the master here? Hanuman. Hridaya, my heart. Maha, the akasha of the heart, we say, no? The Dahara akasha, the space in the heart, the pundarika, as we say. That akasha, in my akasha, make your dera, make your dwelling place. So please make my heart as your dwelling place, O Lord Hanuman. In effect, Hanuman will never be found in a place without Rama. So if Hanuman is in the heart, who will be in the heart? Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, everyone will be in the heart of Tulsidas. So Tulsidas says, I am always a disciple of, or I am always a devotee of Lord Rama. O Hanuman, please make my heart as your dwelling place. This statement by Swami Tulsidas is a very nice statement, because many of us think many times, do I have genuine bhakti for the Lord? Yes or no? Is my bhakti real or fake? I may chant 10,000 shlokas, but do I really have bhakti to the Lord? This statement gives us some reassurance. It tells us, don't worry whether you have bhakti or not. Aspire for one thing, like what Tulsidas aspired for. What is that? Aspire to bring the Lord to your heart. If you bring the Lord to your heart, after that whether you have bhakti or not is moot. Okay, so bring the Lord to your heart. How do we bring the Lord to the heart? Focus on the Lord's name. Ask the Lord explicitly, like Tulsidas has asked, make my heart your dwelling place. Okay, when we do that, automatically we bring, when Bhagavan is in our heart, what more do we need? Nothing. Another interesting thing is, when we do, when we chant Sanskrit shlokas, we have the ritual of Anganyasa, where we try to fix the Lord in our form. Okay, so we bring different attributes of the Lord to our different parts of our form and say, come here, sit here, like that we call and do. This is done in a very ritualistic way. Here, and it requires initiation by a guru who will teach us how to do this ritual of Nyasa. Nyasa cannot just be told without initiation, without proper teaching. Whereas in a most accessible and easy to chant Hanuman Chalisa, Tulsidas brings the most important part of the Nyasa in the last chaupai. Lord, come and dwell in my heart. If that happens, then the entire phala of Hanuman Chalisa is realized. Okay, so this is therefore probably the crowning glory of Hanuman Chalisa, bringing the Lord to our hearts. If that happens, nothing more is ever needed. Okay, so now we come to the last doha. The last doha is in a slightly different chandas. So with this we have concluded the 40 chaupai verses of the Hanuman Chalisa written by Goswami Tulsidas, and with the best statement of all, bringing the Lord to the heart. So now last doha. I'll explain the meaning of this doha also after teaching the chanting, and we can close Hanuman Chalisa today. Pavanatanaya Sankatarana Mangalamuratirupa Pavanatanaya Sankataharana Mangalamuratirupa Ramalakhana Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Surabhupa Ramalakhana Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Surabhupa Ramalakhana Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Surabhupa Together. Pavanatanaya Sankataharana Mangalamuratirupa Ramalakhana Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Surabhupa. Once more. पवनतनया सङ्कटहरण मङ्गलमूर्तिरूप रामलखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप. So concluding prayer by Swami Tulsidas. Pavanatanaya, O son of
Pavana, the wind.
Vayu. Sankataharana, O remover of difficulties. Mangalamurati Rupa, one with an auspicious form. Okay. Rama Lakhana Sita Sahita, along with Rama, Lakshmana and Sita. Hridaya Basahu, reside in my heart. Surabhupa, O king of deities. Sura refers to Deva. O king of all Devas, or O king of all deities.
Where is it specified
So,
that Lakshmana also should be there?
Lakhana. Rama refers to Rama, Lakhana refers to Lakshmana and Sita. So Rama, Lakhana, Sita, Sahita. So in case in the previous verse there was a doubt in anybody's mind, including Hanuman's mind, how he should come and reside in the heart. Very clearly now Tulsidas underlines and says, come with the entire retinue. Come with Rama, Lakshmana and Sita and come and stay in my heart. Okay, so Pavanatanaya, Sankataharana, Mangalamurati, Rupa and Surabhupa. These are the 4 words in this particular verse which are used as adjectives for Hanuman. Okay, so what do they mean? Pavanatanaya, son of Vayu. Sankataharana, remover of difficulties. Mangalamurti Rupa, one with auspicious form. And last, Surabhupa, king of deities. The reason why these 4 adjectives are used for Hanuman has been explained by Swami Ramabhadracharya as referring to the 4 parts of our intellect. What are the 4 of our antakaranas? What are the 4 parts of our antakaranas?
Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Hankara.
Excellent. Manas, Buddhi, Chitta and Hankara. Manas refers to the mind. Buddhi refers to the
Consciousness.
intellect. Ahankara refers to I-ness. And Chitta refers to memory. All the 4 aspects to be purified by chanting Hanuman's name. So that is why the 4 adjectives have been used to signify purification of the 4 aspects of the antakaranas. Then he prays, with this chitta shuddhi that I obtain through the purification of the antakaranas, I will attain jnana. If I attain jnana and I have vairagya, then whom will I attain? Lord Rama. So may that Lord Rama dwell in my heart along with Lakshmana, Sita and Hanuman. So with this, we complete the entire Hanuman Chalisa, including the concluding doha. So we will finish by chanting the first dhyana again, Shri Guru Charana Sarojaraja again, praying that this learning of Hanuman Chalisa is the start of our journey to chanting it with meaning, and that we may attain Lord Rama's feet through bhakti tempered by jnana and vairagya. Okay, so that is the goal. So we will start we will chant the first shloka, and the first doha that we chanted, Shri Guru Charana Sarojaraja, taking the dust of the feet of the Guru, Nijamana Mukura Sudhari. We will clean the mirror of our minds so that we may see the beautiful reflection of Lord Rama, who will grant us all the 4 Purusharthas. So this will be the concluding words that we will chant and close the sessions. Shri Guru Charana Sarojaraja, Nijamana Mukura Sudhari, Varanau Raghuvara Vimala Yasha, 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗥𝗡. So with this we close Hanuman Chalisa. We will chant Om 3 times and close the session. Om, Om, Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Dhanyavadah.